Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fishycraft, and there we go. Seem to have had a cat visit me. If you don't know where we are, we're in the village, which I got my villager from. Well, 2 villages. I've come back here to do some more villages. Now, I said this at the end of the episode. I gave you clues that this episode will be doing big things with those guys over there. Not the nitwits, but those guys over here. Now this is actually my own little house, right? If you have a look, the villagers inside it. Mr. Fishyface's Librarian Villager Trading Hall. Now this portal, I need to link it up because currently when you go inside it, it'll take and go back into where it takes you to the shopping district portal. But if you have a look at this, it's a bit dark. We have an Unbreaking Free villager, that's his workstation. We have, that's Unbreaking Free. I think these stations are a bit mixed up, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually upstairs. I've already done. I've put them into minecarts, so Fortune 3, Efficiency 4. Originally this guy here, he was Protection 4. I have not a clue what this happened. This must be some glitch. What I did is I traded with him when he still had Protection 4 for the paper to lock his trade. But then I broke his workstation because I wanted to move him up there. He changed professions, which is actually weird. We have a dog and everything. I've been working off camera on this since about yesterday, so good that we have everything we need. We have beds, because originally I'll let him have beds, but I prefer to have him in minecarts. We need to get back to base. Now, I saw a jelly here. A baby jelly cat, so that will be amazing if we can start rebuilding our kind of cat empire on this world, like we had in Season 1. Just seeing like jellies here. It's a lot different cat. I've not seen a Mr. Meowscles. And yeah, but you can see I've been working. I've been taking wheat and stuff. We have a chicken here and a couple of horses around. I'm going to put a horse stable there, just like a little pen for horses. Just have a couple in that area because I'm going to have tons in Imagine Town. I'm going to have a lot of like, I want to call these like horse districts in which I have horses in. I also have a diamond pick. Those, I don't have any diamonds. I'm actually so poor. I don't have any diamonds. One reason is that now that I have the villager trading hall, I'm going to get more things. Now, this is the thing that I've got to do. I need to set the nether portal up. You gotta be kidding me. Should have wrote down the coordinates. I can actually go back and have a look what the coordinates of that portal were on the kind of recording list, so it doesn't matter. Gonna record this episode quite quick. Well, not quick. I'm gonna record 5-minute clips every day, or 10-minute clips. I think the kind of duration of last episode was good, even though I think they should be roughly, every episode should be at least half an hour. I'm going for that. I've also got a surprise back at my base, and I'll show you that. It's the first of the first, and I'm going to have to get a couple of these made and dot them around every like location I'm working in currently, which is the villager trading hall, the iron farm, Imagine Town, and a bit of my base, because my base still needs a bit of doing. I mean, look at that big thick tower. I'm thinking we put one more there of those thick towers, because those 2 middle towers, which are the smaller ones, they have the same size, so maybe eventually we'll put another tower. One of these big ones. Now, Blairjack logged on today, which is good. even though my horses have vanished. I had 2 horses there. Imagine Town's untouched because I recorded the last clip yesterday and I left it at that. So now, as you saw, that journey probably took 3 minutes or so, but I'd rather it take 30 seconds through the Nether. Now, one reason is we're leaving Imagine Town for probably like a week. Also, because I'm going to do a lot of villager trading, and one reason I want to do that is, like I said, I have a surprise, and it's basically this. Let's just plant that. I have a horse. I put some diamond horse armor I had in, I think, this chest on him. Look at this. Can you see? An ender chest. It's currently empty. That's black wool. And in here, I have everything I'm going to need to do the ender dragon. I'm preparing. You can clearly see. Gonna have to brew up some potions. We have, I think, gold in here for piglin bartering. I'll see what I can actually get on the pick. Okay, unbreaking efficiency, so that's... I'm hoping for a fortune pick. Okay. Do I have a fortune villager? Yeah, I do. So that will be good. What can I get next? Silk touch. Do already have a silk touch villager at the iron farm. And yeah, so what did I come here for? I came here for like lanterns and stuff. This is the thing, my storage is currently in about 5 places on this world. And it's annoying when I'm trying to find things. I've got things at my base. Imagine Town has like a little chest monster. The castle has a chest monster. And that villager hall has a chest monster. There's also chest monsters in the Nether hub. I'm doing too much by myself. I think I probably would do Ender Dragon. I would have done Ender Dragon way faster if it wasn't for the fact of this like season being so complicated. With the fact it's the world gets deleted, things like that. I'd love to also get Imagine Town done because I bet you if like Haribo was still part of this, then everything else, which I'm currently having to do by everything I do by myself right now, would go faster. Now I said I'd do some work on Imagine Town, and I think I'm gonna do that. I'm actually gonna work a lot on Imagine Town in the coming weeks. I had beds, didn't I? But I left them at the town. I need shulker boxes. I'll tell you how much shulker boxes would just help with all these projects I have. I've got to move that basalt building down here because Imagine Town's only going to be just this kind of bit. Yeah, it's not going to be that big. I've changed my mind about its size. We'll have to move that soon. Yep, so you can see Iron Farm's got some storage. Oh, 6 diamonds. Never knew I had those in there. I actually did, but I kind of forgot. Redstone, iron, cobwebs. Those are useful for like decorations. I think they're going to be useful in decorations in Imagine Town. It's crazy, isn't it? So I came here for iron. I know that. For minecarts and lanterns, if I can find any. You see, it's a bit mental that you have all these things going on at once. I mean, I have the tree farm, I have the iron farm, I've still got a pumpkin and melon farm to build, of course, here. Even though I think I might convert this into a giant horse kind of area. The cats are still going to stay here. We have Mr. Cute. Mr. Cute, I've moved him outside. I wouldn't want to eat his cake. I have my own cake. This is going to be like the cat wall, and then I'll have some place for the dogs somewhere else. Need to fix that hole, well, that bit. You just have to, you realise at one point in a Fishycraft season how much you still have left to do. Especially that this is what I'm doing by myself. Which is a bit of a problem because, I mean, if we had Haribo would probably be, like, the villagers over there would be manning Haribos. So Haribo would be doing trading with them. I'd be probably brewing potions for like, ready for Ender Dragon. And things like, I'd be getting videos out more often because I'd be doing kind of, you know, more in a way to kind of work on my episodes instead of doing things to build up to those episodes. It's a bit crazy, and the Nether Hub will make things very easy. Something that will make things even better is having an elytra or something I could fly with now. Another thing is AFKing. I have not spot I could AFK so the sugarcane could grow. So the bamboo, not the bamboo. Well, the bamboo, yeah, so the bamboo could grow because bamboo is also for Fletchers. So, you know, a lot of these things, I went on season 1 yesterday. That kind of inspired me to do something on here because I've not done out on here for a while. That's empty. I need sugarcane. I mean, look at some of this. This chest's a bit of a junk. Probably because, yes, I took resources out of this. I mean, I know where everything goes in the sorting system. So like that, you'll see how this is sorted eventually. So logs don't go. Logs will be kept somewhere else, I think. Lapis in here. It's still the thing that I need to sort these chests out, which is a bit of a problem. And I never took the iron. You see, this is the thing. I forget things, especially when I'm recording videos. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I don't get around to doing it because I'm doing something else, which, you know, it's just annoying. The fact that I'm all over the place and I don't have anyone to help me on this world. And I don't want to make this public because I just don't want to. I just want to kind of, it's either I play with my friends or it's either I do it solo. Right now, the world tells me to do it solo. Now, obviously, I don't know what would happen, for example, if I one day asked Haribo, could you join back? Life knowing he'd deny and things. Like, I don't know if I'd want to ask him back, but if that once did happen, he'd probably be like, nah, just a bit boring, you know. If I asked Quasson would be like, no. You know, everyone's reactions, I can just see it being no. For one reason, Fishycraft Season 1 was fun, wasn't it? You guys, I documented pretty much the whole process of it being kind of done from day 1 to that same day it got corrupt. That the world got corrupt video was kind of tried a different style of editing. I'm actually trying different ways of editing, and the way I've started editing probably since formula number 2014 episode 1, and I've continued in my most recent episodes. I like that method of editing, and right now my the previous episode of Fishycraft is uploading itself, so you can tell how much work I've got to do to get one video out. You know, because Imagine Sound's not going to get built in one day. I'm not going to prepare for Ender Dragon in one day by myself. A lot of these things take a while, and if you are on a SMP server, which they have shops on, then that would make it easier, because then one person concentrates on wood, one person concentrates on sand, one on gravel, and all you have to do, for example, well, those were just examples of things, all you have to do is just go diamond mining or what the currency is on your server / SMP world. So it would be easier. And I'm also rewatching my videos too. Forgot to say that. You see, all this has just gone mental in the past couple of months. Fishycraft has just gone mental. I'm planning to do an embossing stream, probably instead of a Server Sunday stream at one point. But I'd have to get me doing the Ender Dragon episode out, because then you'd be like, you know, it wouldn't make sense to do an embossing stream and then upload the Ender Dragon episode. It would make sense the other way around. And you can actually tell how annoying it is to go through this giant birch forest. It's actually annoying. And yeah, so I'm going to get a lot of things done. I think my first priority is the villager trading hall. I want to get that done, because then I'm going to move on to getting Imagine Town done, then Iron Farm, and then whatever we need to get done to my base. I might actually make the bee farm, it's like castle tower, shorter by like 4 blocks. I might move it down, but I don't know if I can actually, like, basically, in a way, afford doing that. I have tons of animals too, and I want to create like a lot of these horse stables around. And yet I had a baby sheep. He edged up to a proper sheep. It took him ages, and he literally ate all of this grass, and some wolf just, I think, came and ate him for lunch. It was quite sad. But believe it or not, also with this now counts as the village too, which is very weird. I've never had this happen to me. This is the village, and this path counts as the village, which is very weird. And hello villagers, I am back with cages for you to be sitting in. I'm gonna actually have something like a. They're all there. I mean, look at that. The way I'd have to get in is jump across here. I've also got my emeralds and whatnot in here. 2 mending books. Pop down here. And now, this is the way I do it. Okay, that's wrong. Okay, just have to wait for them to come here. Now, wait, it's not time to sleep. Gotta sleep. Classic. That's it, that's mending, looting, and breaking free. That's pretty cheap for mending. And you know, these, I've noticed a lot of these prices are actually cheaper than last season, and I'm gonna have to destroy that bed and just sleep in it myself. I've actually been recording for 18 minutes, so I may just do this as a 1 episode. Nice, I've got 1 in. Now it doesn't matter what workstation, as long as they're near their workstation, I think they should be fine. So guys, we'll be back with these very shortly. Okay, so I've got the villagers kind in the minecarts, and I just need signs to label what books they actually trade, because this is just for librarians. Now I think I have every other type of villager that I could need at the iron farm. I do have my Silk Touch guy over there, and Silk Touch is going to be quite useful, I think, on a shovel, because it won't affect collecting sand, but it will affect collecting, what is it? Oh yeah, so it will affect collecting what is it? Gravel. Took a while to think of that. And we can just change that to mending. Mending I, because it's mending 1. Get rid of that in front of your face, sir. Looting guy needs his workstation switched around. So this is very going to be perfect, and looks quite nice. I mean, normally I've kind of stopped building in this style of kind of, call it like the starter style. It's like the style which everyone tends to build when they actually start playing the game. And please don't suffocate. See, these stairs are actually a bit annoying because they could suffocate. And now we'll just put a loo saying I, all my numerals, and done. So the only one we don't really have is protection, but these guys still have more levels. I don't know what he could have on his next level. I'd love to find out. Don't have the paper. I don't have the paper to level this guy up. I'm just banning breaking. This is a private too, so no one else is going to be able to get here. Fortune, efficiency, and quick charge too. This guy was a bit of an accident, but I can use him for the things like lanterns, because these guys obviously don't have the lantern trade. Well, I think this guy does. No, I think they all have books. I know this guy has it. The looting free guy. It's not the end of the world, and we'll just put storage, because with that kind of storage. There we go. That doesn't look that bad. I may even add a bit of a carpet, but that will then have to move the crafting table then and clean the outdoor up. Maybe add here, right, a chimney. Maybe, perhaps. Now that doesn't look good. But now we've got to just clean all this, that, and that. You know, these trees, what I prefer to do is just collect all the leaves like this. Leaves will go to a good cause. I normally put the leaves, and I think that should now decay itself. Let's just collect everything. There we go, get rid of that sapling which I planted probably yesterday now. My knowledge of when I did things on this world is pretty good. And I'd have to fix the nether portal up and just probably fill that in with sugarcane. Do I have seeds or something? Because I know I destroyed like a wheat farm nearby, and I want to fix that before I kind of leave the area for the time being. So I'm going to have to before, because I'd have to come back into this area with tons of leather, tons of books, so that I know All in Nathaniel has a cow farm. That would be a good idea to use his cow farm, but we just keep like breeding cows. I think that's a good idea. There we go, and get rid of that. Where? This is annoying, I have a full inventory. You know, I'll tell you one thing, those bundles that they're going to add in 1.17 are not going to solve the problem with inventory space. I can just see that. There should be a composter here, I think. But I don't have the correct tool. We can fix this though later, because I'll be in this village a couple of times and I'm not really going to touch it, because I think overall it's in good shape for a village, because sometimes villages do spawn in a bit weird, and here we can just not have any. We can just start growing maybe carrots. I think that would be good. So I'm going to clean up the outside. You can still see that there's, even though we've done the actual villager part of it, we've still got the outdoor area to finish off, which kind of means a place for this horse and some of the other horses in this area, and donkeys. And I'm thinking one, and then what? No, that's a mistake. add this, then add that, add this, then add that. Now I'm going to have to replace the colour of that. Clean this up. Yeah, that's decaying. It's pretty good. And now clean all this up. Add a path leading up to these kind of like back stables. Done. And now I'll get rid of that in a minute. Just going to need a gate and a path. So just think about this like that. This looks quite good, and now fix that nether portal. You know, just so it has the corners. Because I have something that's like this. I have this OCD problem with nether portals. If they don't have a corner on them, they're not a nether portal, and they need to have an obsidian corner for me. So in the shopping districts, Hole Nathaniel has been just messing around with every portal on this world. If you ever come back on, just stop it, because that gets on my nerves. Obsidian takes a while now. Apparently, according to him, that's a very easy obsidian farm. According to me, that's just annoying. Because there's easier ways on how to make an obsidian farm than using things like nether portals. There's ways you can do it with the end. So I'm gonna be spending time in the end soon. You know, one thing I don't understand, I think I should have just got unbreaking, mending and protection on my armour. And then we'll do end busting and get things that hopefully are not cursed, because before we do end busting, I'm gonna actually have a look at Haribo's base on season 1 and have a look what he has, because he did end busting about once a week, believe it or not. So he gave the world some gigabytes of the season 1 world because of him loading chunks. In the end, I more loaded chunks than the Nether, actually, because of the Nether update. I spent a lot of I think we all loaded really chunks, because even Quasson loaded chunks at one point in the Nether, because the Nether was kind of a way we'd get round to our bases too, even though we kind of never had a specific hub. Okay, Nether hub, and now we'll leave that path up, that path up there. What the hell? That freaks me out, because I have a feeling like someone's in this world, and that's someone holding an item. But it's just a glitch. Minecraft, don't do this to me. Because I have this world is actually getting on my nerves with some of its bugs and glitches. I suspect it's because of my PS4 storage issues. Because I have problems with my storage on here. But who knows? There we go. That doesn't look that bad, and we can, I think, get this bit a bit more decorated with some hay bales. This is gonna look pretty good, I think. There's a bit of a horse stable now guaranteed. There's about, let me think, 5 horses in this just one area, and a chicken. So I'll have to find anything leashed on this world, and I just got a phone notification. So it's nothing really important, it's just, that's what my phone notification was. That I have my premiere for my Formula 2014 episode 2 is in 7 minutes. That's a bit weird. I'm recording and it actually reminds me I've got premiere. I'm going to have to attend that. I attend it just in case of chat reasons. People may have questions, so I prefer to ask them, because all my videos are now going to be premiered. So if you have any questions, just put them in the premiere chat or in a stream chat. If I, do a stream I've stopped doing streams recently because I've kind of got out of the habit of doing them. And now I might have to move that nether portal, but this is for aesthetics, obviously having a bit of a path around the house. All the huts kind of, let's say, and there we go. I'll have to do the terraforming around here. And now connect these two bits up. There we go. I think that doesn't look that bad. Now just terraform this, kind of thought that was a cat that I needed, and we can put some actual animals here now. We can actually have more spots here for animals. Might move all my horses here, but they're kind of getting them across the world will be a bit of a pain. Also, if you have any name suggestions, you can put those in too. I know some people don't know who would watch this far. Normally people watch the first like 10 minutes and like, you know, they'll kind of click on the next episode because this episode's just got boring. Also need to tame these. If they're not tamed, they tend to despawn, which don't want happening. I've had that. It's a bit sad to see horse go because I love horses. Kind of got round to liking them. Let's just tame this one. Okay, you don't like me, but you'll like me in a minute. That lead is going to break. And no. Oh, these actually, I've not actually noticed these have a bit of a basalty texture. That's weird. Maybe that's the thing I should try and get the nether hub done. Come on, why are you not liking me? Look at all this chat. Hey, he likes me. He likes me. Nice. Nice. And we'll pop him there. Make a fence door. I've ran out of oak. We may have to continue on this next episode. And then we'll have another one here. Then that one does every 3, right? There we go. That's another 3. And then we can have. Yeah, I think that should be enough for this area for horses. I may even add a bit of a roof on these ones because, you know, these ones can be a bit more open in the wild. Grab that. If we have any more fence oak ones, we have a bit of spruce. I think those are from Imagine Town, and it's actually coming together nicely. So, actually gonna if I have any signs or oak, I'll just go to sleep. I'm gonna have a bed just there. There we go. Don't want the villagers getting in because they could suffocate in the wall or something. But yeah, I think this. I mean, this is what we've kind of managed to do in a day, and I kind of started doing this right before I finished the previous episode. So I guess it counts as this episode, and. I don't know where my shears are, but I can craft myself some new ones. I think I have enough iron to actually just make a fully powered beacon. That's what I'm actually going to start like making shine. You know, like those speed mines. I'm going to start making those eventually. Probably that will just help me with my base. You know, or would have helped if I got if I just never focused on base, it's just at the very, 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 very start of the season, then probably would do it now, because I'd be focusing more on combat and preparations. Probably would have lived in a village. This portal's gonna have to get probably moved here, and then grab 16. You know, this is a bit annoying, and I can just see this video being 18 minutes, 36 minutes long. I can just see it. They're not gonna finish it. I already have the sticks on me. Let's read it. Fence gates and that's. Come on, horse. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to. Gonna have to leash him in. Come on. Horses are quite annoying to get in to things like this. I don't have a saddle. I don't have a saddle with me. I don't want to go back to my base for saddles. This village has already been looted too. Oh, it doesn't matter. Get rid of this wool. This wool will go into my wool box. Back at home. Also known as the spruce bunker. And there we go. Might add a bit of flowers. I might come back to this next episode just to finish it off. You know, at the start of the next episode, and now add some bushes. So this looks like I was the one who built it, because I tend to do this with my builds. This odd. Oh my god. I had everything in there. Never realised what sort of damage that would do if I broke that. Oh, that's a bit funny. And now, yeah, that will do something similar. As long as I have the chest placed down. And now do this. It's actually quite good fun. There we go. We just do this, do that. Now put a crafting table there. Never seen that thing done, but something like that done before. I think it looks quite good, and I think we're done with just the kind of good looking thing of this. I'm going to have to plant tons of trees, or specifically, and add a couple of signs. Not inside, but more like as a welcome or something. Just out here. And have oak fence. Nice. Oh, yeah, I know where I've got these from. How big are these? 3. 1. Wait, let me just actually kind of get the shape right. That's done. That looks good. And this is gonna look good. And we have a horse. Oh, I never got you in, didn't I? I'm gonna push you in, because I've just... I know where I could get a leash from. Rest in peace, sheep. I never saw you get killed, but there's a leash in that. Oh my god, I actually seriously need one. I'm going to probably title this episode as the return of the one of the 2 legends, if I can tame him or her. It's Jelly! Oh, come on, Jelly. Are you hungry, are ya? With dogs, it tends to take just a couple of bites. Should also get some saddles over here. Dive into the river. You see, let's just count how many horse things we need to get. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have... There should be enough. And in here we grab that lead. You know, I've been trying to get a jelly or a Mr. Meowscles for ages. And I'm about to get one. He's probably gonna... The jelly's probably gonna stay over here. Just don't want anything to happen to her whilst I'm transporting her across. You know, it's a bit annoying having projects on other side of the world, but sometimes I just want different bits, like landmarks on the world for different things, and I think that's quite useful. So we're coming to the end of this episode now, I think. Jelly. Jelly's hungry. Are you actually serious? Does Scar not feed you enough? I mean, you like sitting in your Wi-Fi router. I'm going to build a giant Wi-Fi router and place Jelly on top of it. I know that because I do watch Scar. I watched some of the Fishycraft episodes. So, not all of them now because I've kind of growing out of Fishycraft in the sense of getting a bit bored of it, because you just don't see as much episodes as you used to see. You know, I used to be like, okay, so like 2 episodes a day. And then it went to... You are not serious. That horse is going to despawn, and what am I going to do then? Oh, I got a bone. I may make a fish farm. Because I may just start making farms that I'm not necessarily going to need, but will be useful, because main food source is probably going to be golden carrots. I have a golden carrots villager, and once I can start doing raids here, and I realised where the thing is. Is there 2 jellies or something? I think I need to feed about 10 fish to jelly at once. Because this is going to take a while. I only have 2 gigabytes left of recording space. So I'm going to have to delete some old clips, I guess. I don't want this video to go on so then I can get like, I can't record because I have insufficient disk space. I've had that in the past. Because, you know, when you record for YouTube, especially Fishycraft episodes, you have tons of things. Like clips, and let's grab that. Where are you? There we go. Well, and if you guys have any things about how you like this season so far, if you watch, of course, every episode, just put something in the comments on how you like the season so far. You know, I wish you guys could see other people's perspectives of this season, but you can't, because there's only me right now in the world, and I see Jelly. I think that horse may have despawned, but yes! Welcome, Jelly. I've put you into breeding mode. I know a great spot for you. There you go. She's gonna move you onto here, and you can protect this kind of spot. Actually, where that's kind of doesn't match with the colours of this place. Just move out, Jelly. Put you back on top of your slab Wi-Fi router. Which may actually replace it with like stone and just add a couple of antennas and whatnot. jelly. Look at that. That looks so good. We even have a jelly. We'll put some flowers around. I know that that horse is probably despawned. Oh well. Things like that happen, and I'm sorry if this is a 40-minute episode, but I mean for the kind of that time mark kind of place. Then all these episodes are always uploaded maybe a week later than they are actually recorded. So I'm just going to tell you all this episode was recorded in one day, and that day is the 29th. And there's a premiere on my channel right now, even though it's not refreshed. Oh my god. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next episode. Goodbye. And also, I'd just like to say thank you for those who actually watched my channel recently. I actually appreciate it, because look, I did do a bit of a talk about last episode about how us, like people like me, like the smaller YouTubers, we need the kind of help on YouTube to kind of get to at least a point where other people can notice us. And I think I'm kind of getting there, because some of my series on this channel, they've just grown very well since in the past couple of months, which I'm happy about. Like, for example, Fishycraft, that's got quite big. And now you're staying in there. I'm just gonna have to time him until then, hope that he doesn't eat that, and then that will be for one horse, and that's for the 2 donkeys. There must be another animal tied somewhere. I think we'll put the chicken somewhere too. We'll just put jelly back. But I hope you guys did enjoy, and I guys will see you in my next episode, because look, we've come a very far way in Fishycraft, especially this world, saying that this got deleted and whatnot. And yeah, so it's just quite a happy sight to see some views eventually, because some like series like Service Sunday, they don't get a lot of views, but probably going to schedule this to upload at one point next week, which will be quite good. But look, we have a villager hall, not going to be on this world until probably next week. It's just so good. Look at this, we can just come up. It's not, no. Are you joking me? All the time I have been recording this, you decide to change your... Oh, you are joking me. Oh no. Should have locked your trade. Oh well. We'll sort something out next episode. I guess I'll see you.